All right, we are live. We're going to wait a few seconds here, see if anybody jumps on. This is, what is this, episode number? Let me double check. So this is episode 14 of the Retic Radio. So this is going to be a good episode. We got Leon Badura coming on. I think it's how you pronounce his last name, Badura. He's kind of newer on the scene, but he's been doing some good stuff. So we're going to bring him on here, learn a little bit more about Leon and all that. There's a few people in the chats. Can you guys just let me know everything good? You guys hear me good, see me good, all that? My headphones were kind of being goofy, so I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. There's Mr. Dax. Dax, can you hear me okay? Everything good? All right, cool. Curtis, what's up, dude? All right, so let's bring on Leon, and we're going to get started. There he is. What's up, Leon?
Nothing much, man. Same old.
We're live, buddy. So thanks for coming on and doing this.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
It's you've been somebody I wanted to come on, get on here for a little while, man. You've been doing some crazy good things, got some cool animals and some good projects and stuff. So I wanted to bring you on and just learn a little bit more about you as far as retics, reptiles, all that stuff, all that sort of stuff goes. So I guess, introduce yourself, kind of give us the rundown, how you got started in reptiles, and kind of like what drew you, I guess, into retics.
Leon, I'm originally from just south of Detroit, Wyandotte, Michigan. Now I live in Washington, PA. Honestly, I can't really tell you how I got here besides like passion for it. But yeah, it spawned from me having a ball python when I was 10, 11 years old. I ended up going into a pet store around here probably 7 years ago. And somehow talked my wife into letting me get another one, a banana. And then started going to the expos. And next thing you know, I see a retic on the table, and I'm like, I gotta have that. And
what kind of retic was it?
It was a super door.
Okay.
And it was one of Rodney's on Brad McCarthy's table.
Okay.
And he's the guy I was telling you about sexing before. Was helping me with probing and stuff. And I seen it, and I was like, dude, that is the most wicked thing I've ever seen in my life. So fast forward a couple months later, I ended up with 1, and then 2, and then 15.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I love these animals. I love them. It's my therapy.
What? So how long then have you been keeping retics specifically then?
4 years about.
I was to say it's not been very long. I know you kind of came on the scene and you kind of like one day you were on and then you've kind of never left. It seems like on the Facebook groups. So.
I can't draw myself away from it. It's the only way I find sanity in a crazy world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was it always, I guess, when you started getting into it, or you started getting, 2, 3, 4 retics, was the goal always to start breeding them and making cool stuff? Or was it more like you just like collecting them for the colors and mutations and then just did it kind of work your way into breeding, I guess? Or was it always, I want to breed these?
I didn't really decide until after. I remember I think I got a purple GC or orange glow, an orange glow GC, and I don't know, man. She was hell on wheels, and it just, I don't know why I'm attracted to it. Like it just made me want to learn more, made me want to mess with her more.
Yeah.
And after I was going to these expos, of course, I started networking and talking to people, and then somehow it decided one day it clicked in my head. I was like, I'm going to breed these things. I want to. And I got one after another. I got obsessed with like learning genetics and stuff like that. Just beating people's brains in on like, how does this stuff work? What's recessive? What's codom? And then it slowly moved from my mudroom in my old house. Then I took over half the basement, and then I took over the whole basement. And then we decided to move, and I ended up with it was actually the deciding factor for us on this house. My wife's like, I'm sick of this shit. I don't want it in my house. I'm over it.
Yeah.
We still look for something to where we can make provisions for your reptiles, because I know they're not going anywhere. And we found this house, and it was an old wood shop. It was already outfitted with 220, like all I had to do.
Ready to go.
Yeah. So it's a 16 by 24 building, and she was like, "You can have the whole thing. Just go out there, do your thing."
Yeah.
It just sort of slowly evolved. Well, not really slowly either.
I would say you kind of went pretty fast.
Yeah.
4 years went from no retics to, I mean, what do you think you got? You probably got 30, 40 retics, at least I would imagine.
30 right now.
Yeah.
About 30.
Yeah, so 0 to 30 in 4 years, man, that's pretty crazy. I mean, that's a lot of people. As somebody that's been doing it for 20 years, right? I see guys that have done that come in 30, 40 animals and get burnt out, and they're done. Me and you talk almost every day. I think pretty much every day we chat. You do not seem like a guy that's burnt out or going to get burnt out. I can see, again, as somebody that's been around a long time, seen a lot of guys come in and get out. I do not see that, at least not right now with you. Like, very rare to see somebody that gets in, gets a ton of these animals, and doesn't get burnt out. I mean, I know you're busy. You got a regular job, family, the snakes, like most of us, right? It can be very taxing. But I know you're out there. I mean, said we chat a lot, and you're always, I'm out in the building, I'm cleaning, I'm doing this, I got this going on. So it's I was
awesome. Chatting with Aubrey earlier about it too. He told me too about the same thing with animals getting burned out and people coming in, going head over heels with it. And I told him the same thing. I was like, it's not about the sales. It's not about anything else. It's about my passion. I was out here at 4:00 in the morning. I didn't even really have anything to do out here.
Yeah.
I came out here, pulled out a couple of snakes and chilled, listened to some music, drank coffee. Like, this is generally like my peace out here.
It's your therapy. Yeah. Like your therapy, you go out, hang out. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. I know when you were moving or getting into your new place, man, it's a big undertaking to move your animals. It's dude, you did so much work in such a small amount of time, like crazy. My wife's the same way. I mean, we've been at our house now for 10 years, 11 years, and I mean, my collection has grown pretty big since we moved in. Not a ton, but she's the same way. Wants them out of the house, which I don't blame her. I cannot wait to get the snakes out of the house, get them in a separate building or whatever, you know. And that's what we're actually in the talks of, either building a house, buying a lot, building a house, trying to find a house. I kind of want to go the built route, just build everything how we want, house-wise, and I can do my shop or my snake building, whatever, how I want, and be done. But it's a big undertaking, man, to move all those animals and make sure the building's up to par. It changes your whole breeding, or it can, I guess, from what I've been told. It can really mess your breeding season up sometimes, you know, because now you're moving these animals to a new environment, could mess up all their cycles, and sometimes it's tough to get them back on the breeding once you move. But you don't seem to be having too many issues. You got stuff, you got eggs, you got snakes breeding, you got all sorts of stuff going on over there, right?
Yeah, I ended up pulling off two solid clutches this year. I'm pretty sure I got that pregnant TK upstairs with 100% head ocelots too. But it was weird because everything that was a breeder age went off food for like 2 months.
After the move, you're saying?
Yeah. And 2, maybe 3 of them were cycling. That was it. And the rest of them went right back on food. And I'm still learning how to palpate and stuff like that. Paul guided me through some of it.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I was telling you before, with coming into this thing, you know, everybody's, feed your retics a ton, blah, blah, blah. They'll get up to size and they'll breed. No, they won't. No, they won't. It's Mother Nature. You know what I mean? And now I have a couple of retics that are on a strict diet. Well, I thought they were cycling. I'm like, I can't tell.
Yeah, they're so big.
Yeah. It's just huge. You can't tell when they're growing follicles, but
yeah,
they're on a diet right now and they breed like crap.
Well, especially like the palpating. Like, I can't palpate for shit. I'm terrible at it. I've always been bad at it when I went to Nerd. Kevin tried to show me. I know Paul's done it. Paul can do it pretty good. I'm terrible at it. So I don't even try anymore because I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, when you start getting those big retics, man, those big heavy bodied animals, sometimes it's super hard to miss ovulations and, you know, all that. I mean, I had a big purple girl that one year I didn't even see a lockup, nothing. She must have ovulated, went through a prelay, Did not know. One day I'm come downstairs and she's on my bottom cage. And I'm like, man, she's like beehived up all weird. Like in the 632s where they have those light drop downs. She's like up to the dome. I'm like, why is she laying like that? And I got down and the hook and I pulled her. And she had a huge, I think she was like 38 eggs she laid. I had zero idea that she was even gravid. The incubator wasn't running anything. And I mean, I checked the snakes every day. I totally did not see anything with her. So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, those bigger snakes.
I ended up getting a couple of white-faced. I had a white-faced tiger, and I had a regular white-face too. And I was really into albinos when I started. And those were my first 2 clutches that I got. I remember when my daughter was born, because she has Down syndrome, so she was in the NICU. Then she got moved over to the children's home to help her get eating and stuff, and she had to meet certain goals. I left work early. I was in and out of the children's home all the way down in Pittsburgh, which I live 40 minutes away. We had scheduled a meeting with the doctors, and it was in and out. I wasn't really paying attention. I had paired before. I left work early to meet with these doctors, and I walked out. I was like, right before I left the house, I'm like, maybe I should go downstairs and check on these animals. I walked downstairs, and I was like, oh, shit. It was a big, I think I got 48 eggs out of her.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and I was like, we got a problem. I got to call my wife, and I'm like, I'm going to be a little bit late. And I said,
gotta pull these eggs.
Yeah. So it presents all kinds of crazy surprises.
Yeah. No shit. So I guess let's dive in and see, so what, like I said, I know you're working with a lot of cool stuff. What, what do you think are the projects you're most proud of right now? What's something that really is when they think of Leon, this is what they want to, this is what you want them to think of, kind of like your favorite stuff going on in your collection.
Jag anthrax.
Jag anthrax?
1,000%. I want to, hopefully I can hatch some purples this year, but I eventually want to take it over to Indo-Carmel.
Hell yeah. That's a killer project, man. They're awesome. The Jag anthrax stuff is crazy. So not a lot of people doing it. I mean, and I'm not a Jag fan really for the most part. And I have a buddy's purple Jag anthrax female here, and she's awesome. She's mean. She sucks. She doesn't like to be touched or messed with, but she's got zero wobble, which I'm the biggest critic of Jag, and I would tell you every Jag wobbles. I've never seen one that doesn't wobble even a little bit. And this snake literally has no wobble. When I feed her, nothing. If I didn't physically see it with my own eyes, I would be saying bullshit. That's how critical I am of the Jag stuff. But yeah, dude, that's gonna be and it's not just Jag anthrax, so you're gonna have some other stuff in there too, right?
Yeah, I should have purple marble anthrax in there, which should be a world's first too, and all other variations of that. It was a lavender marble Jag, 66% had anthrax. It was one of Tim Ritchie's holdback animals, and the eyes, they're yellowish. I've sent them to a couple people, and we were pretty confident it's going to prove. And then I used a purple head anthrax from Weston.
Oh yeah.
Which that's probably I made my new shirts with a picture of her on the back because she's an amazing animal. I love that animal to pieces.
Yeah, those purple head anthraxes that Weston made were really nice.
Yeah.
Purples, there's not really a lot of good quality purples made anymore. They're nice, but some of the old stuff, man, was Rodney made some really nice purples back in the day. Paul had some really nice purples off his big female, and I think that's where Weston. I don't know if Weston made his female from Sunshine or a baby off Sunshine or something like that, right?
That's Sunshine's daughter, I believe. In
the mom 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those quality purples, man.
Yeah. She's amazing though. I tell everybody, if I quit tomorrow, she's going right in the house.
Yeah. She's not a pet.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you let her know you're coming in, but legit, the calmest retic I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, that's awesome. What I know you got some other cool. What's your new pickup you just got? It's pretty badass, dude.
It's
let's talk about it.
There's a couple of people that know.
Let's talk about it. Well, did you post it?
I did.
Oh, okay.
there might be people out here that haven't been on their page, but I got an Aztec.
No big deal. But it's Passet albino or mocha or something like that, right? Big plans for that guy. What's your goal? Like, what are you going to try to? What's your plan with that guy? Like, what's the ultimate Aztec project for you?
I would like to see Aztec into a crazy old school marble, which that's already kind of in the works. I got a Mochino marble coming.
Oh yeah.
And she's just like absolute old school style, crazy looking, chaotic marble. And I just think that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your Aztec is unique too. He's like weirdly striped, but he's still got some cool patterning. Yeah. So hopefully that with that really crazy back pattern of that marble, man, who knows?
I don't know. You never know unless you try.
Yeah.
Plus, like I told you earlier, I'm trying to look for one of them. I'm going to wait for Rodney to come out with that line of turnate that's supposed to be specifically for Aztec.
Yeah.
My buddy has a Fractilis that he made before.
Yeah.
And it's just out of this world bold. Like the diamonds are perfect on her back, and sides are super, super light gray. We're going to do a project with that if,
Heck yeah. Because I forget, what was the Fractilis stuff he made? It's turnate mixed with, what is it, Mindanao or something like that?
It's straight turnate, but he lined
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of something else then. I thought he did some sort of, or maybe those are the other ones that he made. What were they called? The which ones?
The Super Malukus.
The Super Malukus, yeah. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
He came out with the Apocalyptos too. Those look really good too.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that'd be cool. Throw Aztec into any of that sort of stuff, man. Would be really neat. I mean, really, I don't think I know that, the prices are coming down, obviously. It's a Kodam animal, so it's going to come down. It's just the nature of the beast. But I mean, there's going to be some really cool Aztec stuff out there, man. I think that's a really cool project to get into.
I think ultimately, people want to make their money back or whatever, but you should just go into it like, hey, that's a cool animal. I'd like to add that into my collection. I can make this or this with it.
Yeah.
And, if you make a nice animal, the sales are going to come. It's just a byproduct.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of in the market that we're moving to, is where these the animals that appear superior to the others people are going to go after.
Yeah, it does seem to be trending that way. More like the nicer looking animals are being sold for more money. Yeah. I mean, I've sold some lower end stuff here that's like that. It's typically let's say a $200 snake, but this one's superior looking. You get $350 or $400 possibly for it. It just seems to be people are willing to spend more money for nicer animals, which is how it is. I mean, dog world's like that. I mean everything seems to be that way. So it's kind of
cows. I mean, in the end, they're cows. They're just cows. They're prevalent everywhere. But I went out of my way and purposely bought from known Ivy line lineage. And when my animals popped out, like the OGS stuff was just it looked better. And that's what I would like to be known for, is animals that come out and they're just smoke shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, quality animals. Yeah, Curtis said, Fractilis is just a line of turnate. Okay, yeah, so that's what that is. He just line bred the turnates, or made really nice turnate looking animals. Yeah, I couldn't remember what was what. What else? What other projects you got going on? I know you got some cool hypo stuff, and you got what else?
Rex. I'd like to take that to the next level too after they're ready to breed. I know I actually sent a video to Paul the other day of the boy, and it's hard to
which one, the hypo head anthrax?
Yeah.
Or the double hets?
Yeah. And the boy, I called it right before I opened the tub too, and I was like, watch, he's about to murder me. As soon as I open, he's super food hungry. He's hungry all the time. And I couldn't hold the phone and grab a hook at the same time, so I tried to shoo him in the door and got whacked right on video. So I got the hypoanthrax stuff. I do have a trio that I bought off of Tim too that a visual anthrax motley sun male, and he is 100% hat white purple, and he is 50% pos ghost.
Okay.
So I
now, are you gonna chase the ghost on that, or not really?
Yeah.
You are?
I mean, if it comes out, it'll kind of be a byproduct, but I did purposely pick animals that were a lighter gray color.
Okay.
I'm really not versed in experimenting with like picking out possets and stuff.
Yeah.
But I tried to look for stuff that would, address ghost in it. I got 2 females out of that. Those are both Jag Motley Sun, and they're 66% head anthrax, but their eyes are jet black.
Yeah.
Ladder tails too, and also too they are 50% ghost and 100% head albino too. It was made by a lab, so it could be either or.
It could be either, yeah.
Right.
Well, those are pretty genetically stacked animals.
Yeah.
Should make
I
some
could
good
get
stuff.
a bunch of super motleys and not know what they are. Or
Yeah. That's the hard part. I know I was talking to Tim, and he was sending me some pictures of the super motley anthrax, or what he thinks is super motley anthrax, and
yeah.
Man, it's so difficult. It's so freaking hard to tell with that stuff, which sucks. You
Yeah.
wish you could pick out some little key identifier that tells you it's this or that or not this, but
What do you do
sucks.
besides jet black eyes?
Yeah, but I mean, the super mollies already have dark black eyes anyway, so then it's like, what do you do? I know that was the thing when Jay put out a video a while back of, he said he made anthrax pies, and somebody in the comments, I was reading the comments, somebody in the comments said, oh, well, how do you know that's what it is? He's like, oh, well, they have black eyes. Well, pies already have darker eyes anyway, so how can you tell? How can you tell? So it's, I mean, there's some snakes that, I think it's hard to tell, but I think you could pick out certain things. Some of this stuff, man, is just very, very difficult. It's very hard to.
I'm sure it'll be a crapshoot when they come out, but if I hit a couple of my target animals, ghost anthrax jag, anthrax jag, maybe a motley in there or sun. It was just more or less too. I ended up with an animal that we named her Destiny, me and Tim, because there was deals that came through when I went to his house. I picked out my animals I wanted to take home. I ended up taking one she had the worst wobble ever.
Really?
She did not eat for months. Like, I was like, Tim, I don't even know what to do. Like this, she's going to die. And out of nowhere, she just lit up like a freaking chimney, man. And she is 11 months. She's not fat. She's 5 foot long.
Nice.
She
still wobbles real bad too, or has wobble gotten better?
Way better. Like it's barely noticeable.
See, that's crazy. That's crazy. So my buddy Andrew got a jag from Nerd. It was like one of the first. It was like out of their first or second clutch of jags produced. So they produced them. They sold them to another guy that we know, and my buddy Andrew got it from him. So the jag was already. She was, I don't know, a year, 2 years old, maybe like 9 or 10 feet. She wasn't huge. She had a wobble. I mean, he grew her, dude. She was big. I mean, I think he got her to like 16, 17 feet. Biggest jag I've ever seen. She was here at my house for a year, better part of a year. We were trying to get her to breed. And, dude, her wobble was so bad. I have videos on my phone I'd have to show you. Like, I posted them on The Nation at one point years back. And people were like, what the hell? Like, it was so bad. She would, like, do this all day long, dude. Just flip upside down. Trying to move her, she was not a mean snake at all, but trying to move her was a nightmare, dude, because, they think they're wobble. They try to hang on because I think they feel like they're going to fall, right? She was like this big around, dude, 16, 17 feet. She was a big jag, and trying to move her, she'd wrap you up on your legs or your waist and not let go because it was a nightmare, dude, trying to mess with her. So he I think she ended up passing away. She was but her wobble got worse. It was like as she got bigger and older, it got way worse.
Yeah.
So, but you're not the first person that said that their wobble's that they noticed the wobble getting better as times went on.
Honestly, it happens when they're super excited.
Yep.
Like Ozzy behind me. That's why he's nicknamed Ozzy. It's because like he's a spaz. When he gets excited, super excited, he flips out.
Yeah.
But when he's sitting in his cage, when I've had him out for 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, he shapes right up.
Yeah.
But the other female, Desi, that I got that improved greatly, like she was a train wreck when I picked her up. And that other one that I picked up, the other female, was Tim ended up giving me a good deal on the second one, and I was going to send her back, Desi, because I was like, dude, I don't even know what to do. She won't eat. She's all over the place. Her wobbles horrible.
Yeah.
But it was the same snake I was trying to get, and everybody kept sneaking me for it. And then, locking it down with this money and then pulling out, locking it down, pulling out. And like, he was like, you are destined to have this animal. Just name her Destiny when you get there. And I'll still have her upstairs too, but she's the same.
That's awesome. So how many clutches then have you had in total so far? Your whole breeding career with the retics then?
7.
7 total?
Yeah.
Is that counting the 2 you have now in the incubator or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had 3 last year, 2 this year, and then 2 I don't even really count my first year because it was a train wreck.
Yeah. What happened with those?
I was sold an incubator that was a known problem incubator. It doesn't keep consistent temps, and like I thought it was, we get eggs out of it, we put them in a box, we put water in the perlite, and like it maintains itself. It's completely not the case.
Not at all like that.
So now, like after that first year, I ended up getting 2 to make it, 12 eggs to go full term, and I think I had 60 eggs. It was horrible.
Man. Holy shit,
horrible. Man. But I got with everybody as much information as I could. I bought the Wi-Fi hygrometers, and like I made a mission my second year. My second year, I didn't lose anything. There was 2 eggs that went bad after a few days. Veins were gone. But everything hatched out, and I think I had 1 deformed, 1 corkscrew tail, but
that's going to happen, though. That's going to happen. That's normal.
I said I was going to learn how to do this shit and make it to where I can completely go full term to the best of my ability.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I lost awesome. 2 this year, 1 out of each clutch. Not bad.
So now that you've bred, right, you're keeping retics, you've bred retics, you've sold retics. What do you think, like, as far as the selling aspect? Do you enjoy selling the snakes? Do you think it's a pain in the ass? Like, customer-wise, like what's your, I guess, opinion on trying to sell your animals now? You've done all this breeding and babies and the whole 9 yard.
Well, first when I had my clutches last year, which I think I went a little bit too overboard, I had 105 babies, and I was like, holy shit, like this is so much extra.
Yeah.
Identifying, listing animals, keeping current on the Facebook groups and making yourselves known and talking about them, interacting with customers, cleaning babies, feeding babies, trying to get them to eat, sexing them. And like, I ended up turning around and I'm like, holy shit, all my big retics their cages are destroyed.
Yeah.
So like, it was a humbling experience. And I mean, will I again? Who knows what I decide to get into and what kind of clutches I decide to run.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to keep it to like 2, 3 max a year, depending on the females too, because some of them can dump 40, 50, 60 eggs.
Yeah, so, exactly. But, yeah, dude, baby retics, man. A lot of people don't, I think, fail to realize how much work they really, really are. You don't. I think a lot of the reptile community thinks too, like, oh, baby retics are crazy feeders. Babies are going to eat right off the bat. I've had a lot of issues getting babies. Not all the time, not every clutch, but it's not like they eat instantly all the time right out of the egg. Sure, there are those, but then you have babies that won't eat, or you have babies that will only eat live, or babies that you don't need a smaller meal, and then they're constantly destroying their cage and flipping water bowls. And like, because I have the V18 tubs with just the 4-inch PVC caps, right? Because I like paper. So it's a constant nightmare. Now, I've thought about switching tubs and getting the V18s with the built-in water bowls and all this. And I actually have a couple that I tried. I bought from Vision when they first made them to try them out, and they're not bad. I just don't know. At the time, I used Aspen, which I'm like, I go back and forth. I do like it, but then I soak all my feeders too, so then my feeders are wet, and then the snakes wrap them up, and I feel like they get food all on them, and I just like the paper because I know they're not going to ingest any substrate, right? So that's why I love my paper. But man, it is nonstop with the baby retics, dude.
Yeah, you gotta pull cats out of hats, and like you gotta leave shit overnight for them to try to get them to eat, and then you come back, it's either there or not there. It's a game with them constantly.
Yeah. Well, you said, if you got 2 clutches, let's say 80 babies, 40 eggs a clutch, that's 80 retics on top of an already 30, 40, 50 snake collection. You're doubling your workload almost.
Yeah.
And it's with the babies, like you said, it's almost every day. You're doing something. Something dumps its water bowl, something didn't eat, something shed. It's every day at least a handful of animals need something done.
Yeah. It does not stop. It's I do enjoy. I think one of the most things I enjoy is seeing somebody get an animal that they've dreamt about having, building the bonds with the people that I do. Because I've met some great dudes that have bought some snakes from me, and like I talk to them on a daily, and it's nice being updated on the animals, or you know what I mean. It's rewarding, and like I tell all my guys, I do this stuff for passion because I could not sell another retic and take care of my entire collection off my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I do it because I love what I do.
Yeah.
And when I
first, you got to love it. That's what I was telling Paul. I think it was Paul the last podcast. Is like we're not cleaning giant snake turds and gallons of piss if we don't love these animals. Like the people that truly love these animals, they don't mind doing that. But the guys that are in it for the money, that's why I think they get out fairly quick. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a second job.
Easily a second job, man.
And then also too, with moving into this building, like I thought it was going to be, I got that. It's going to be easy to switch over.
Yeah.
Installing the mini split, running into air leaks everywhere, finding out that the mini split doesn't keep up when it gets below like 12, 13 degrees. I was texting all the like Logan and Aubrey. I'm like, how do I get this building to stop?
Yeah.
Left and right. I ended up having to switch over mid-season when it got super cold to a propane wall heater, and actually turning my mini split off and running the whole building off propane. So
now you'll use the mini split in the summer though, obviously, right, with the AC and all that. You'll have to.
It's on right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's probably 30, 35-ish, 32 degrees over here. It runs great otherwise, but once it gets into like 12, 13 degrees, it just
can't keep up.
Hold 70. Yeah, so I just shut it off.
Yeah.
And propane. But even incubation, it totally changed. I started, getting dented in eggs. I used to control humidity inside the tub instead of worrying about the whole incubator, and I would pull the tubs out every 4 or 5 days and just burp them real quick, get the moisture off, put them back in. But this year, I couldn't do that. I started getting windows on my eggs. So I had to go back through, put water in the bottom of the incubator, drill holes in the tubs. Like it's one thing after another. You know what I mean?
You're constantly got to innovate and change and adjust a little bit here and there every year. I mean, I still do that every year. There's something I'm changing or adjusting, or I have a hard time doing the same thing every year. Like 1 year I'll do straight perlite, then the next year I do suspended incubation, then the next year I might do a combination vermiculite perlite on the suspended. I can't ever just leave anything alone. I usually go back to the perlite, just straight perlite I like, but I don't know. I always am messing with something, trying to change or find a better route. Yeah.
And then
for sure.
I have a garage door in my building too. And I was wondering what the hell is going on. Why can't I hold temps? And I'm sitting out here in my Hey Dudes, and I'm like, my feet are freezing. What is going on? And I felt all around my garage door, and I'm like, this thing is just blasting in cold air. So I had to go out there in the middle. It was right after we had that big 14 inches of snow or whatever. I went and got foam board, taped the freaking whole opening for the door, and then taped it over it. And I'm like, dude, will you just stop already?
That sucks, dude.
If it wasn't for the missus, I probably would have quit.
She was all about you trying to like fix it and get it going, or what?
She's like, you just need to keep your head to the grindstone. Like, it's going to be over at some point, and you'll be able to rest. Like, you love what you do. Keep going.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad I did. Like, it's to a point now where everything's running pretty good.
Yeah. You got it dialed in nice.
And I'm sure there'll be other shit that'll happen here in the next couple of days, weeks, months that'll happen.
Yeah.
But me and the wife went to Florida. What was it? And my purple decided she was supposed to lay when I was gone. 2 days before she would have hit 30 days. And by what everybody was saying, like Weston and stuff, he's like, oh my God, she's huge. And like the eggs were just massive inside of her. He's like, she's going to go on 30. So I had my buddy Matt, who lives close to me, probably 45 minutes away. I'm like, listen, you deal with retics, you pulled eggs. I was like, if I call you, I need you to go over there.
Yeah, come pull this clutch for me.
Yeah. And she ended up waiting till the morning I got up to leave for the airport. I logged into my cameras because I got a bunch of safety systems in check, like hygrometers set on limits. And like as soon as something happens, it lets me know right on my phone, and I can control the mini split, all that stuff. And by the time I got home, I had 21 beautiful eggs on the ground, and it was crazy. Oh, yeah. I picked up the Aztec on the way home from the airport, and I didn't tell my wife until we left Florida. I was like, by the way, on the way home from the airport, we're gonna stop
and pick this snake up.
Yeah.
So Dax wants to know when you're gonna start doing some shows.
I'd already talked to my one of my vendors I get feeders from, and I'm probably going to end up picking up some displays here pretty soon.
Which ones are you going with? Do you know?
Probably ARS. He's got a bunch of them right now.
I love my ARS ones, dude. That's what I got. I love them. I have the old acrylic. They're all acrylic, which are cool. But I want to at some point. I'm going to replace all mine. I want to do the black with the glass tops. Is what I want to do next.
That's the ones he has right now. He has like 5 sets of them.
Yeah, that's what I want to get. Those are high on my list. Once I get some extra cash, I think I'm going to order a couple sets and then just move mine out and start to replace those. I like the black a lot. So,
yeah.
Hell yeah. Looking through these. You got Lady Tiz saying what's up to you.
Hey.
The chat was dead, but now this chat's dead, guys. What's going on? And people are. Can you see the chat right now, Leon?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, okay, right on. Cool.
I'm on a what the hell is that? Wind Surface Pro thing. It's a small laptop.
Oh, okay.
Where I'm sitting, it's hard for me to read the
far back.
Yeah.
Right on. So let me ask you this now. So, what have you seen as far as we'll talk a little market stuff, right? Because that always seems to get people all freaking out. What have you seen over the last 4 or 5 years from you getting into it? Because you kind of went fast. You got in. You've already been breeding a few years, selling snakes. You've invested some good money. So what have you seen, or how have you seen the market change? Let's say the last 4 or 5 years since you got in.
I think for the people that put in the time and effort to get onto social media, put themselves out there, offer a great customer experience for people. Yes, I may not be the cheapest option, but guess what? You get everything I've been through, everything I've experienced, and believe me, shit hits a fan around here all the time. And I'm always trying new things, experimenting with new stuff. But like I said before, I think it's going to be the examples of genetics. You're going to have to bring a nice animal to the table to command a nice price. And if you offer all them things and word spreads like wildfire, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're offering that experience, the help. I'm constantly on my phone, somebody asking me questions, this, that, or the other thing, or helping somebody to the best of my ability. It's the total package. And then I feel there's a lot of people out there that just breed and then they go out there and try to sell their retics. Listen, if you're not somebody that they've seen around, or that is social media present, or is there to answer questions or guide somebody. I don't think that somebody's going to come to you with $1,000, $2,000, or anything for that matter to buy retics. So I think it's, I've talked about this with a couple of my other buddies, is they get on there, they try selling them, they're on there for a month or two, and then they start blowing out auctions for pennies on the dollar. You have to be prepared to hold on to these animals too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I think you nailed it, right? I mean, that's something I always tell people. I get a lot of questions like, oh, how do you move your animals and this and that? And it's like you said, you need to be active in the community. I mean, you need to be, there's so many people now breeding retics that it's really not that hard to stand out, really. And a lot of people are breeding really nice stuff. So it's harder to stand out with your animals. But if you got a really nice animal and that person's not active in the community, and you got another guy with the same quality animal that's constantly posting, helping people, everyone sees this on the Facebook groups, whether it's the Nation or Retic Pursuit or whatever, right? If you're active in there, people see that. So at least for me, I would much rather give my money to somebody that I see active in the community as opposed to somebody that doesn't do shit. They literally just breed their snakes and that's it. Yeah. That's a huge thing, and that's something I always tell everybody that asks me. You start breeding these snakes, start a Facebook page. A lot of people will talk shit. Oh, he's making a Facebook page before they've bred and blah blah blah. We're in the world of your market, or not your market. What's the word I'm looking for? Your image, your brand, right? Start branding yourself right off the bat. You need something that's going to set yourself apart, and it's huge
from the get go. Build your brand. Be
exactly.
present. And that it's all full spectrum. It's a legit 9-to-5 job. Even at my 9-to-5, I'm on the, answering questions. Customers texting me about problems or concerns they have, and you have to be available to answer those things. It's not a wham bam thank you officer. You have to be there for support for your animal. I think you owe it to that animal as well as the customer too.
For sure. I mean, my wife's the same. We'll be out to dinner, we'll be doing my kid's basketball game or ice skating, whatever. And I'm responding to messages, not always, but responding to messages on Morph Market or Facebook or, hey, Jake, I bought this snake from so-and-so. They're not answering me. What should I do with this? And, if I don't have the time, I'll make sure to at least respond, hey, I'm at my kid's game, whatever. Let me get back to you a little bit later on tonight. I'll try to at least respond so they don't think I'm blowing them up. But I try to help everybody I can. And there's a lot of people on a lot of these groups that really do try to help. And those are the people that I like giving my money to, right? Or I would feel better about giving my money to is the people that are willing to help the community, But
I wish I would have done things a little bit different, maybe giving myself some more time to invest in learning genetics and, getting networked, finding my direction. Because I still there's projects I have going, but it's always changing, or it busts a left. I got originally attracted to cows. Cows were my thing. I think I have 5 or 6 sitting around here right now, all with different genetics. And now that I got that Aztec, there's a couple of things that got sidetracked. You know what I mean? A couple of snakes I want to make before I do some Mocamel cows, Mocamel GC cows, OG Orange Bow cows.
It always that's a constant. Your collection is going to always be changing and evolving. I have a little bit of everything, right? I have pretty much most morphs you can have for the most part. And I've adjusted. I've moved some stuff out that I no longer work with that I did that I really liked, and it's constantly changing and evolving. As you see somebody make something, especially now, right? People are making stuff overseas that we really like. So how can we make stuff here that looks similar to some of that stuff? I don't think anybody really ever keeps the same stuff. I feel like everyone's collection is constantly evolving. But Jordan had a question for you. He wants to know what upcoming clutch or pairing that you're most excited about.
The lavender or the purple marble Jag Anthrax.
The Jag Anthrax stuff.
I can't help but stand in my retake room and just stare at the incubator like, dude, what can I do to hurry this process?
That's going to be, man, if you hit and those prove out, that's going to be so awesome. Just because nobody's made any I'm trying to think when the last Jag Anthrax stuff was produced. It was probably Tim, right? Tim was probably the last one to make any visual stuff.
Yeah, he's got the sister to mine, and she is a visual lavender.
Yeah, okay.
And
so, and they're probably a couple of years old, obviously, right?
He's three or four. She's going to be 4 next year. I'm pretty sure he's going to try and breed her.
Okay, yeah, because as I say, the female I've had, the purple Jag Anthrax I have here, she's a little over 4, I think. I think that was the first, I think she was in the first clutch produced of those. So there hasn't been a ton of them made. But,
no. Something I'm really super passionate about. I mean, he was like, I wanted to make them after I seen his collection. And then I was like, I got to make that in purple.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got a male, but you had to pay your dues. I had to pay heavily for that male.
I'm sure.
In the whole back rack, and I was like, I don't care.
Well, like you said, that's going to be. I mean, that's what I'm shooting for, right? I want to make OG. I can make, hopefully, if I can get this girl to go. She's small, but if I can get her a little bit more size on her, I'd probably get her to cycle. But I want to do OG. I think Orange Glow, Sunfire, Anthrax Jag will be awesome, and then obviously make Indo Caramel stuff. So that's kind of the end goal with that project.
I might try to work and like a byproduct of the breeding is probably going to be, like I said, a stacked kind of mess in a way. But I have a pair upstairs right now. That Tiger Girl is probably 9 foot right now. And she's going to be coming up here on 3 pretty soon, and shortly after that, I bought a double hat Indo hypo, so I'm going to shoot for Orange Glow hypos too.
Oh yeah, those are going to be awesome. That dude that hit that purple hypo overseas is sick. God. That snake's so cool.
Yeah,
that's going to be such a good project. I'm super excited to see those. I still have high hopes for GC. I think a platy GC hypo is going to be wicked.
I want to see after a couple of sheds of what that purple hypo looked like.
Yeah,
because I feel like it was sold short in egg skin when it was posted.
Yeah,
because it ate up kind of that bluish color.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see with a little size. Curtis wants to know what you're going to pair to that Lavender Phantom Anthrax you got.
I was going to go for Anthrax cows, but I'm not sure. I might take something from this breeding that I have in the incubator right now, because she's doing some change right now, so she's got some time. She's a slow eater, man. Like,
is she?
Every month she takes like a colossal rat or a large guinea pig, and like I offer, she eats on her own, and I let her do it.
She'll only eat like one at a time, or what? She just won't eat a lot.
So I let her go at her own speed. If she hits 4 years old and she's 9 foot, then we'll see what happens. It's on her.
The Platy Phantom Tiger head hypo I had last year that got egg bound and died. That girl, man, she would eat rats, but that's it. She would never eat a guinea pig. I think I might have gotten her to eat a pig like once or twice the whole time I had her here. But she would eat jumbo rats like going out of style. I'd feed her like 7 at a feeding. Stack feed her a whole bunch. I have a good rat guy that I get rat jumbos from, breeder rats for cheap. But still, I mean, 6-7 rats, dude, sucks feeding them that. But
yeah,
if she would only eat one at a time, that would suck. That would take forever.
Dude, I mean, she's not small though. Like, she's super skinny and slender. She's got great muscle mass on her. I've posted her on my Facebook too. I sent Curtis a video, and people say that cage size doesn't matter. I've had her in a 6 by 30 for probably since I got her, and she's 8 foot right now.
Yeah,
and she's just a slender, lean snake, and she eats when she wants to.
Yeah, for sure.
And the whole enclosure size thing, like I feel that's subjective to each animal. I have a male upstairs right now, an OG marble phantom. He is probably 5 foot long. If you take him out of a V70 tub, he will freak out, defecate all over the place, urates all over the walls, and will not eat. I've tried. As soon as you put him back in the tub in a V70, takes a meal the next day.
It's fine.
I'm
Some
like,
animals need that smaller area to feel more confined, I think, to just thrive, you know.
I even go based on the animals. Like I still have, there's females behind me that are 10 or 12 feet. Like if they show interest in a hide, I clear out a big, huge cement mixing bin and cut holes in it and let them have a hide. But, you know, I judge based on the animal. She's got hides in there and everything, or he did, and he still won't eat.
Do you you use like 8-foot cages, don't you? 8x30s or something like that, mostly?
8x3s.
Oh, 8x3s. Okay.
The whole downstairs is all 8x3s, and there's probably animals in there that shouldn't be in 8x3s. Like they're pretty small for the cage size. But it's what I have available, and
it's not going to hurt them as long as they're eating and doing everything they should do. They're fine, you know. Now if they're not eating, then obviously,
yeah, we got a problem. We got to adjust something.
I'm trying to see. I got like a list of stuff to talk about. I'm just trying to see some good stuff. What's I know because we've talked about this privately. So, what is something that drives you absolutely nuts about the retic community? Like
drama.
The drama.
It's just,
you're not allowed to say drama. Apparently, that's drama when you talk about the drama.
Oh my God, I don't know. I just try to ignore it and go about my way.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be involved in it. I mean, I would get into it when I first got in here, but I see how irrelevant. Jong used to get on me all the time. He would see me in a group and then text me 5 minutes later. He's like, drop it, leave it alone.
Don't talk about it.
You know what I mean? It's not. It's irrelevant to what we're trying to do. You make the animals, and it's a passion for us. Why should we be bickering back? Yeah. But at the same time, we do need to government and regulate this hobby and self-regulate ourselves, like preservation of genetics and stuff like that, and bad practices, and just altogether shitty keepers, shitty sellers. Like it sucks.
Yeah, those people have no place. They have no place in our community whatsoever.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's a touchy subject. It's a hard thing. Obviously, there's drama now going on, right? It's touchy. It's a touchy thing that I'm involved in, that I'm still trying to navigate through what's right and wrong with the whole. I'm sure everybody knows, but the whole, Lucas, apparently issues with Lucas and the stuff that he's been doing. I guess there's breeders that want me to kick him out of the nation because of what I guess he's done, but I mean, he's not breaking any rules in the nation, so how do I remove him from the page if he's not breaking any of our page rules, So right. It's just like, I don't know, the shit drives me nuts. It's like, oh, that person can't be on your page because of this, or you can't talk to this person because I don't like this person. It's just so fucking dumb, man. It's like, I don't know, shit drives me nuts because it's like, all I'm trying to do is build a page, build a community.
Make cool animals shut up.
Yeah, it's hard. There's times I wish I wasn't an admin, and I wish I wasn't like running the page in a way, so I didn't have to deal with the shit. But
it's constant.
It's dude. It's so much added stress that I don't like, and I don't wish I don't have. I know people think that it's an ego thing or whatever, but it's not. Trust me, it really is not. And but I get nervous. Like if I were to step away from the page, I'm just like, what would happen? Like the nation is, and I'm talking about the nation specifically, right? Because that shit's been in my life for 14 years, 13, 14 years every day. I mean, me and Shane started the Retic Nation Facebook page. I remember we did it at his house. We were sitting on the computer and like, let's start the Facebook group, right? So, and it's been ever since then, every day. So it's hard for me to like walk away and give up the page, No, there's so much history on that fucking page.
A lot of sentimental value, a lot of time spent, of
yeah. But you can go back and look and search for shit. I mean, you can go and see like my first breeding ever on there. I can go look up like the guys that are no longer in it that were like my mentors, right? The guys that I kind of looked up, Jason Reed and Travis, James Mitchell, these guys that were like the heavy hitters back in the day, and seeing all their cool clutches and stuff that now is like kind of, we see it all the time. But, when like Reed made the very first Motley Tiger, that was like the coolest thing ever. So we can go back and look at all that stuff and kind of how everyone reacted, or like Bob when he made the first Pieds, just there's so much cool shit on the page that I just, it's hard. I'd feel bad if I walked away from the page and something happened to it, right? It got removed or suspended or something like that. I'd be so bummed about it, but.
Yeah, I mean, out of all the admins, I would say there's a good portion of it is regulated by you, and a lot of the stuff is orchestrated, the posts. I mean, Weston's busy with his thing. And
everyone is, man. It's hard, but it's the drama, dude, is just the fucking arguing and the just, the shit that drives me nuts is, like I said, just, you can't be friends with this guy, or you can't do this, or, this person shouldn't be on your page, or your page sucks because of X, Y, and Z. It's like, I run my page how I want to run my page. You guys run your page how you want to run your page. Who the fuck cares, man? Who the fuck
If you
cares?
don't like it, then go start your own.
Right, that's what I don't get. That's the shit that's the thing that I think annoys me the most, right? For me is, you sit there and you talk shit about someone's page, whether it's The Nation or The Pursuit or Retic Connect, whatever, right? I would never sit there and talk shit about somebody's page, but then be a part of that page. Never. You would never see me sitting there and say, Dax's page, Retic Pursuit sucks, they all suck, fuck all those people. I would never say, and then be a part of that page. I would never do that.
All you have to do, if you don't like it,
super easy.
Scroll.
Super easy, dude. Super easy.
Scroll. Be done with it.
It's
just don't have time for the drama.
No. I wish right now we're pretty busy, or we're pretty dead at work. We're not very busy, so usually my busy season is like June through October, November. So dead right now. So I'm online, or I'm on the groups more than I should be. But yeah, Dax says it's not easy being a page owner. It definitely isn't. What else? What is a gene or a combo that you think is completely overhyped right now?
I don't think anything is really overhyped. It's all subjective to everybody's taste and what everybody likes. And dude, if you like it, then make it cool.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
You know what I mean? Like, I like Jag Anthrax. I get crap all the time for breeding Jags. Like, I don't really care what you have to say. They need a little bit of extra love. Like the one probably most people would have thrown in the freezer or euthanized or done with her. Like, but I just put a little bit of extra time into her, and she's an amazing animal. Like looking at them, there's no real overhyped stuff. Like I have a little bit of everything. And I guess that's kind of where I falter, is I try to go after a lot of stuff at once. I have an ocelot female upstairs right now that I'm hoping she probably goes next year. And me and Paul, go back and forth about it. She's my bitch face. The meanest thing since she's horrible to work with.
It sucks.
She does not give up either. But I mean, there's sometimes I go upstairs, I can handle her too. But I got her, hypo anthrax, OG hypo, cow stuff to work on, purple jag anthrax. There's stuff everywhere. I guess, like I was telling you earlier, I'm trying to get myself a stable of females that I can just basically throw any stacked male to, and the recessive is there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And all I have to do is make a male.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the way. I mean, when I started, right, I bought it. Well, when I started, I bought a tiger that was supposed to be a male. I never checked it till like 6 years later. It ended up being a female. But yeah, I mean, that's my, what I would tell most people is buy your females, get your higher powered animals now, female wise, raise them up, because it's going to take you 3-4 years before they're ready to breed. Yeah. And if you can afford it, spend the money, get the visual. Messing with the double hats, unless it's a newer project like the hypoanthrax stuff or some of this other stuff, man, it takes a long time, and then you got to hit the odds. And, just because it's a double recessive doesn't mean you're going to hit it with retics, man. It's not a guarantee, even though they lay more eggs. Sometimes it's just easier and to just buy that visual if you can swing it. You know?
Right. Well, like the Purple Marble Jag Anthrax, it's a 1 in 32 or 1 in 36 chance. I got 20 eggs in the incubator.
Yeah.
I could strike 3.
You could hit 0.
Completely strike out totally.
Yeah, and you're even using a pass head on the one side, so it even makes your odds scarier, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've told the story before with my blonde Anthrax stuff, right? The first clutch, was like 30 something, 32 or 33 eggs, I don't remember. So I should have made at least one. I struck out the first year, didn't make any. Yeah. And second year, did the clutch again. I had a little less eggs, I think 30 eggs or something like that. And I only made one. So 60 plus eggs, 2 years of breeding on top of 4 years of raising them. So 6 years, 60 plus eggs to make one visual blonde Anthrax.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
But then you got guys that will breed double het to double het and they'll make 5 of something. So it's the odds are the odds. I don't consider myself a very lucky person at all in any aspect of life. So when I go into it very pessimistic, probably not going to make any. I'll maybe make one type of a deal. I very rarely am I like, oh my God, I'm going to make a shit ton of them. Whereas like Shane, who's like my best bud, right? We talk about everything and we'll be talking on the phone and I got this clutch coming. He'll be like, oh dude, you're going to make like 4 of them and this and that. I'm like, dude, it's double head to double head. Probably not. And just couldn't be more opposites, right? And it's good to have somebody like that, though, to definitely, especially when you're like me, a little more pessimistic, to kind of hype you up and keep your hopes alive. But yeah, but then I like my OG Anthrax clutch. I made 6? I think I made six visual OG Anthrax combos that first breeding. So it does happen. I mean, you can get lucky, but gotta cross that fingers, man.
Either way, I'm going to be happy for what I get. I do think he will prove out. Will I hit the all gene? It's like you said, it is what it is. Like if I hit it, I hit it. If I don't, I don't.
Gotta pray to those retic gods, dude. Pray to those retic gods for sure.
But I'm going up to Tim's house May 2nd, and I forget what the hell we were talking about. I ran into something or a couple of situations that just fell in line, and he was like, "I need you to bring some of that luck when you cut these eggs." I said, "Dude, I'll do what I can."
Yeah.
I'll cut the whole clutch if you want me to, but
yeah,
I'm gonna just need to keep some of that luck here.
Curtis asked how many clutches I have. Dude, I don't even have anything breeding right now. My season is so fucked right now. So maybe soon. But what? Well, we're at an hour. We do a few more things. Talk about a few more stuff. And I got so many good questions too. Fuck. I have so many good ones. I've been, as I've been doing this 14 episodes or so, I add questions to my list and I kind of like try to tailor them to people, but I have so many good ones I've kind of built up. Here's a good one. What do you now that you've been doing it for 5 years or so, you've seen like a lot of these newer group of people coming in. What mistakes do you see these new breeders doing when they're trying to like scale up, or do you see any issues with them trying to scale up their operations?
I think there's always that group that comes in and you can tell like they think this is some kind of get rich quick scheme. It's not by any means. Like I said, this is probably my 3rd year breeding and everything for 4 years. I'm starting off this season 15 racks in the hole just by moving everything. And but what I see a lot of from my perception as a fault is I see a lot of people jump on there just pairing up snakes like golden child to golden child or a pos het OGS to this and a het that doesn't even match or is even a lilac to the other one.
Yeah.
Don't just pair to pair. Tim beats us in my brain all the time. He goes, you should be shooting for something you need for a project or a world's first on every clutch. And I'm like, I don't have that kind of luxury yet. But
you'll get there though. I mean, the way I've kind of learned, and I've been talking, you listen to, I think it was Eric Lee nailed it. He worded it perfectly in a podcast. Is like stuff you're breeding now or producing this year is stuff that you're making for 4 or 5 years down the road, right? So like I look at it like, okay, yeah, my goal right now is the hypoanthrax is big, right? That's a big project. But I'm already thinking, okay, once I hit the visuals, I need to put it to this to make this, right? So it's like hopefully put it to a visual purple or an orange glow anthrax at the time, because I have an orange glow sun tiger anthrax. So it's okay, I can hit a hypoanthrax or a platy tiger hypoanthrax, whatever, right? I'm going to put that to the OG sun tiger anthrax, and now I'm going to make you're constantly, you got to think 3, 4, 5 breedings ahead of what you're doing. It's good. I've kind of gotten in the routine of trying to write out, like, 2025, I'm making this. 2026, what do I want to shoot for? And just kind of try to plan out my breedings a couple years in advance, just to kind of have an idea, because my brain is a mess trying to remember stuff. So I have to jot it down to try to keep my ideas in check, sort of, But
yeah, it's always that shiny new thing too. Like you see a snake that, like, oh my God, it just takes your breath away. Like it just hits it checks all them boxes.
Yeah.
Do I need it? No. Can I make it? Yes. Do I want it now? Yes. And you end up buying it's a stupid purchase. You know what I mean?
Well, and there's new stuff, right? Even though I know we're not getting importation, we still get new morphs into the country. I mean, it's happening, right? I'm sure there's more. I've heard rumors of 2 or 3 other ones that are sitting here, right? Clau, I've heard, is here. We still have Jigsaw here in the U.S., so if Travis can get those produced, we're going to have Jigsaw stuff. So then it's like, okay, if these come into the country and I have the opportunity to get one, that's going to change or potentially change those plans. So it's like there's always that happening too. So it's all, again, it's evolving too. That's always changing.
And, even like I was talking with that Turney project with Aztec,
yeah,
I would like to refine that. To me, my Aztec is striped out. I'm pretty sure that's got some kind of het influence in regards to how the other ones look.
Yeah.
I would like to see after he breeds what an actual visual looks like without any het influence. Like if it cleans the pattern up, if it closes up the circles on the dorsal.
I think you putting that to some, like you said, some sort of locality for sure, I think would be smart.
And I think turning's the way to go because of the bold lines, the bright, vibrant diamonds down the dorsal. Like I think that's a way to get us to Jacob's Aztecs.
Yeah.
Like obviously we're not getting any of those in right now. Like we need to clean up ours.
His are fucking phenomenal, dude. His stuff, everything he makes is just on another level of stuff.
That Indo Aztec that he posted earlier.
The Indo or the Mocamel or whatever it was, right? Something like that. Mocamel, yeah.
That is the best looking snake I've ever seen.
Yeah, that snake's wild. That snake's gorgeous.
If I can get that thing,
I like the OG. I like the OG Sun Tiger, dude.
Yeah,
I really like the OG Sun Tiger. It does take away a lot of the back patterning. It kind of takes a lot of the fleckling and the speckling away and all that. But man, I love the head and I love the weird, like the overall color is like unique on that animal. I'm very curious how that snake's going to look at, 3, 4 years old when it's, I don't even know if that's a male or female, but let's say 10, 12 feet. That snake could look just completely different. But I mean, all of his stuff though, his Aztec, Harlequin, Tiger, dude.
What was that? Man. Marble Harlequin Aztec maybe that he made, the one where it looks almost like clouds on its back and it's just crazy.
Yeah, I've chatted with him a few times, dude. He seems like I kind of want to get him on the podcast if possible. It would be awesome to get him on to talk to him because that dude is the stuff he's making is
it's on another level.
Like I don't think there's a better retic breeder out there. Like making the shit, like the good shit. Like he's up there. He's got to be number 1 or 2 for me, to be honest with you. Yeah. His stuff's
Is that Marcus's name?
Marcus?
His last name starts with a C.
Oh, he's over. He made some didn't he make those really nice Mochino Aztecs or Mochino Sun Aztecs?
They look crazy.
Yeah, those are killer too. Those are really killer. What Well, yeah. So I guess we can start wrapping it up, dude. I'm fucking tired too. We can always do another one, but
Yeah.
So I guess Dax wants to know who's your favorite breeder.
There's
I
two.
guess I was gonna say, Eric, let we do this one too. Who's the ones that you, I guess, looked up to when you were starting out and getting into it, right? Who's the guys that you really followed a lot or took their advice a lot from?
John Weatherhead, Jong.
Yeah.
Jong was my one I first bought my orange ghost stripe sun tiger from, the one that gave me the cow clutch this year.
Okay.
Bought a Mochino golden child cow off of him this year. Like, he yells at me for getting in drama. But as I've evolved, I talk to you every day. I talk to Tim Ritchie every day, Dax every day. I'm starting to talk to Aubrey all the time. Like,
Aubrey's a wealth of knowledge, dude. Aubrey. People are gonna say I'm dick riding, but dude, Aubrey's one of the best dudes, man. Like, legit. I mean, I like Tim. I've talked to Tim quite a bit. He's a good dude. I met Jong last Tinley. He's awesome. But Aubrey's my boy, dude. He's got so much information, and he's always been nothing but helpful. Honestly,
I just recently, me and Paul talk almost every day. Me and Curtis talk all the time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just constant.
All good dudes.
I don't have really any friends outside of snake people.
Yeah. My wife gives me shit too, because like I have my core group of friends that I've been friends with since I was like preschool that I'm still friends with, right? But my snake circle is so much bigger than my like core group of friends, and I don't even talk to those guys every day.
Yeah.
Like maybe once or twice a week we bullshit or send stupid shit, memes back and forth, whatever. But like I don't actually have full out blown conversations with them every day like I do all my snake groups. So
it's a huge part of life.
It is, dude. Well, and I've met some of my best friends, dude, in the snake community, dude. I had a whole table of my snake friends at my wedding. Shane stood up in my wedding. So it's like it's some of my best friends.
I'll be at Tinley this year.
I was gonna say, and you're coming to Tinley this year, so that's gonna be, dude. This is gonna be a good Tinley, I think. There's a lot of people coming through. It sounds like, from what I've been reading and seeing, it sounds like there's gonna be a big group of people, retic people coming. So it should be awesome.
I'm trying to convince myself as much as I can to leave the plastic at home.
Bring it.
Because I want a visual ocelot with some kind of albinism in it to start raising up. Like,
we're gonna have some on the JK Reptiles table. Some really nice ocelot stuff and some Sula Cross stuff for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a couple of them, but yeah, dude, Tinley's an awesome show. This will be your biggest show you've been to, right? Too.
Yeah.
It's eye opening, man.
I went to a local one today, and I was like, oh my god, like, just some of these vendors, Jesus.
Dude, Tinley is. I mean, I've never been to Pomona. Everyone talks about Pomona being like the biggest, which I think it is. I want to get out there just to check it out. Tinley's fucking massive though. Tinley is so big.
Boys strip.
Huh?
Boys strip.
Oh yeah. I would be down.
I'm ready.
I keep telling my wife I want to go out there, and I got to get back out to Texas. I want to go to NARBC in Texas again, even though you can't really have retics. But it's a good show, and I like Texas a lot, man. So I know I
on Dax's couch.
Yeah, I'll get a hotel. I'm weird. I don't like sleeping in other people's houses, dude. I'd rather just stay at a hotel. I'm eating
Dax's cereal at 2 a.m.
I'll spend the money, but hell yeah. So I guess last question. Let's see is so where do you see prolific pythons in the next 5 years? Or like, what's your dream, your goal with that?
Don't tell my wife, but a bigger building.
Put an addition on.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you don't plan or you don't want to quit your 9 to 5 and do snakes full time, I would assume, right?
I don't, because I'd never be able to enjoy this as I do with it being my 9 to 5. Then, because I feel a lot of people get to where that's their primary source of income, and it becomes about money, and then greed enters because you're feeding your family. You know what I mean? That's how you pay your bills. I'm not going to compromise something over greed and money. Like, I'm just not.
And it's hard. Like, how do you like? You're depending on animals to feed your family, and I feel like you lose the love and you lose that passion for those animals.
For Joe.
Yeah, for a job. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, of course, the money's great, right? You'll never hear me say it's terrible to make money off the animals. I don't think it is, as long as you're taking care of the animals and you don't look at them like dollar signs.
Yeah.
If you look at them as animals first and their well-being first, the money will come. You'll make money. I mean, it might take you a few years, but it will happen. I tell everybody that too. It takes time. You're not gonna, you're very rarely are you gonna go out unless you go buy breeders and spend a ton of money on nice stuff and breed some shit, and then you're going to most likely wholesale a lot of them babies because it's going to probably be junk or low-end stuff. Just take your time, build those animals up, or start with babies, raise them up, put your time in. They'll come.
Most rewarding. That's the most rewarding. Like last week, I had somebody super chomping at the bit wanting this animal. I ended up selling my Ivy Line Golden Child cow, RJ, my breeder.
Yeah.
I ended up texting you about it. I'm like, dude, they want the animal now.
Yeah.
We got 5 states on snow emergency.
You're like, yeah, not coming, not shipping, dude.
Oh, dude. I was like, you can pull out of the deal. Do you want your money back, or you can be patient because it's not about the sale. I want this. He went to an educational facility in Laredo, Texas. Like I told him, I was like, I can get away with like 40, 45 degrees, but I can't deal with the fact that if it gets stuck in a state that has a snow emergency, dude, he gets cooked for an extra day, he's done.
Yeah.
And I'm just not willing to compromise an animal that I really care about, for $1.
Absolutely. Lady Tiss, she's coming back this year. Yeah, she hasn't been there in a while, but she's going to finally be able to meet you. She's awesome, dude. Nicole's great.
Yeah, for sure. She sent me Victor. I made a really good friend off of him, too.
Oh, hell yeah.
So she sent him to buy a cow for me and then some studs.
Dak says don't touch his cereal.
You better have some Capri Suns for me, too.
Don't touch his cereal. But hell yeah, dude. Well, see, man, I know you were nervous. See, it was easy. It's just bullshitting.
I don't know. Being in this every year, I feel like at a certain point, sometimes I feel like I know something, but then curveballs get thrown in and I'm like, man, I really don't know shit. Like I got some more stuff to figure out. Like every day I'm learning something about these animals.
That doesn't stop, dude. Like I said, I've been doing it 20 years, man, and I'll be messaging or something different will happen with a female cycling or whatever. I'll text Aubrey or everybody. Have you ever seen this? Like, what is going on? It doesn't stop, man. It doesn't. You're going to constantly, and I think that's when we think we know everything. That's when there's an issue. So you gotta always be willing to learn and be open. So
yeah, I think that's where that humility comes in, man.
For sure. All right, buddy. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna kick you backstage and then just hang on a second. I'll come back there and we'll BS for a bit before we log off. So. I appreciate it, man. I think I have all your social medias and stuff in the description on YouTube. So everybody that's not following Leon over at Prolific Pythons, make sure you get over there, give him a like and a follow. And if you're coming to Tinley, stop by the JK Reptiles booth. Come see Leon. He'll be hanging out, I'm sure. So, all right, buddy. I'll chat with you in a second.
All
right, bud. Thanks.
Later. Take it easy, guys.
Hell yeah. Episode 14 wrapped. So thanks, guys, for all the support. We had a pretty good show. There's 14, 15 people in the chats this whole show. So it was a good show. Leon's an awesome dude, man. He's doing some really good stuff. He's got some awesome animals, and he's definitely got his head on right with this whole keeping snakes, breeding retics, the whole deal. So he's gonna be around for a while, I think. So I already got the next show lined up. I'll be dropping that maybe this week. The next guest, and then I'm trying to work out. I might have a really, really, really cool guest coming on after that. I'm probably the most excited for that person. If I can get them to come on this show, would be awesome. So keep watching. We'll see if we can make it happen. And we will chat. Probably do the next show next week sometime or this coming weekend right before Tinley, and then I'll see everybody at Tinley. So. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And Have a good week. We'll talk soon.